Hello from the park. I like being in the park. You can probably tell I like being in the park. I'm in the grass, I'm in the green, I'm in the fresh air, surrounded by trees, and I've got Seren. There's Seren in the background. Can I do the angle so that you can see her? Just over my left shoulder, I think. Is she? Can you see her? Yes, there she is. There's the Seren. So yeah, I love being in the park. I love being in the outdoor, in the green, in the grass with Seren. But I get completely that it isn't everybody else's nice place. Some people, a park, no thank you. A dog, no thank you. Fresh air, no thank you. It is good for you though. Fresh air is really good for you. Being in green is really good for you. But I get that not everybody likes it. So what's the point? The point is that what one person likes, somebody else doesn't. What one person finds calming and helpful and looking forward to, somebody else doesn't. So I was with a student yesterday, and she wasn't her. Excuse me. All right, throw the ball for Seren. All right, you ready, Seren? There you go. So I was with a student, and she's. We have a great relationship. It's one of the most important things that we do, is to make those relationships, because if the space isn't safe, if the space doesn't feel completely for them, the students won't trust us, and what's the point in working with them if they don't trust us? So I've spent a long time getting to know her, and I guess you might call me a professional friend, but no, we get on, and I know what she's like, and I know how she usually behaves, and she's lovely, and she's smiley, and she laughs at me a lot of the time, which is cool. And yesterday I saw her, and she wasn't her usual self. She was quiet. She certainly wasn't joking. She wasn't cracking jokes. She wasn't laughing at me. And it was pretty obvious that something was on her mind. So we had a bit of a chat with her, not about that, about things that didn't matter, about just everyday daft things. And then I managed to get her to share with me that she was going on holiday. The family had booked to go for a half-term break, and she was worried, she was anxious. She has all sorts of things that cause her to be triggered. Lots of people have social anxiety. She's one of them, and it was really stressing her out. The thought of being in a different place, the thought of being out of her routine, the thought of meeting people that she didn't know, who didn't know who she was, who didn't know what she was like, who she might feel as if she had to try and chat to. I mean, so many things. Her imagination had gone into overdrive. Now, it is fine. She will manage. We came up with some ideas and some strategies for what she could do to help her to not hate the week, to help her to feel okay and to feel supported. We came up with some really good and simple ideas for her being okay. So that is great. That is fine. Because obviously she's really important, and her being okay is really important, and she's going to be fine. The important thing as well is that not all of us like the same things, and that's fine. We all have our own likes and our own dislikes, and it's about finding out about the person and finding out what their needs are, finding out what is going to make them smile, find out what is going to get them to look forward to something, and what is going to send them into a tailspin of panic. Because for most people, planning and going on a lovely holiday would be fantastic, but not if that holiday doesn't have the ingredients in it that are going to make her feel okay and happy and safe. And this is the first time that she'd shared that information. That's the first time that she'd felt able to share the information. It's the first time she'd been able to talk about the fact that she doesn't like the thought of holidays. So we all have our own likes and our own dislikes. So take the time to really get to know the people who are around you, so that, I don't know, so that you're helping and supporting each other, and that you can trust each other, and you can share some really important stuff with each other, because that's how relationships build, and that's how change happens, and that's how people feel as if they matter. And that's how we work. That's the whole reason why Education Selection Box and OITC were set up, for people to learn in their own way and be supported in their own way, and to not be stressed and to not be panicked by things, and for us to find out what each child, what each young person wants and needs, and not to assume that just because you're going on holiday that you're going to love it. To realise that there are stresses involved with that for some people, just like being out in a park with a dog and being in the fresh air and looking at trees could be the idea of hell for somebody else. And for now, I'm going to go and, Sarah, you ready? I'm going to throw the ball, and I am going to carry on enjoying the wind in my hair and I walk through the park. And I shall be sending some messages to my student to remind her of the things that we planned for her to be happy and okay and sorted, and to also be able to start to bank up for herself a collection of things that she can use again and again and again and again to make holidays and trips possible, and hopefully a thing that she can enjoy in the future. So I'm now off again to throw the ball. There you go. I'm back into the wind. Bye.